There's an ancient myth concerning sheep and shepherds. By all appearances, to the sheep, the shepherd is a very giving soul. Shepherds are always looking out for the welfare of the sheep. They use what seem to the sheep mystical and unbelievable measures to keep them from harm. Herders lead the sheep to shelter when the weather turns cold and are constantly making sure they never experience hunger. They take better care of the sheep than the sheep would for themselves. So it doesn't take a leap of understanding to see why the sheep look upon shepherds as genuinely concerned for their welfare and, well, are actually in awe of them. Shepherds, though, have reasons for tending the sheep that they are completely ignorant of. If they ever were to become aware of these reasons, their world would be shattered. Shepherds are primarily focused on the wool the sheep supply and eventually the meat they provide for meals. Sheep seriously mistake the shepherd's motives as caring for them. Their wool needs to be thick and useful for use by human beings, and their meat needs to be well-nourished and tender when finally brought to market. These are the real motivations behind the shepherd's actions and appear beyond the comprehension of ordinary sheep. Sheep are typically white in color. These types of sheep make up the majority of the population, but every once in a while there appears a different type of sheep whose black wool deviates from the typical white wool of the others. Black sheep tend to be more skeptical and much more clever than the ordinary followers of the flock. They behave in the usual manner of all the other sheep, but are always directing their attention to anomalies that seem to contradict the way their companions see the world. Let's take the annual shearing as an example. The annual shearing is done during a time of year when the sheep will be the least inconvenienced by it. But the black sheep notice that the timing of this annual ritual doesn't seem to have anything to do with their comfort. Black sheep are also mystified by the unaccounted for disappearances of other sheep from the flock when they have reached their prime. Lingering questions such as these plague the minds of the black sheep, but many of them never reach any perceptible understanding before it's their turn to visit the butcher. Sometimes it does happen that a black sheep bears witness to things that they are not meant to see or hear when a shepherd assumes no sheep are present or that they are too ignorant to comprehend. This is how secrets are uncovered. When a situation reveals itself to the black sheep and the truth is made known, it causes a deep, penetrating concern. Every single view of life and living that this sheep held are destroyed in a single moment. Instinct tells the black sheep to immediately warn the others of their desperate circumstances, but their sharp wit forces them to proceed cautiously. To cry out this horrible news might rain down disapproval and hate from the other sheep, content with their lives as is. It might also arouse suspicions of the shepherd who has means to quell such subversion. The black sheep is faced with a dilemma. To stay is to invite certain death. It's outright suicide. To escape means facing an uncertain future, one that sheep are not prepared to live or survive. Everything has always been provided for them, and they lack any true knowledge of themselves. The black sheep contemplates remaining and trying to forget this newly discovered awareness and attempt to live the life of an ordinary sheep. Grappling with these mental and spiritual trials, the black sheep makes a decision. The black sheep waits for an opportunity and, in the dark of night, disappears from the flock, never to be found. The black sheep has fled to freedom. And this is the myth of the black sheep. If you enjoy tales of wisdom, folk tales, and stories that challenge the intellect, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be made aware when I've posted newer videos. I'm your griot, Baba the Storyteller, and until our paths cross again, which I hope will be soon, Doni Doni, Kunoni Benyagada.